this video, I'm running a special 20% off coupon code for BryceComics.com. I'll put the code up on the screen, and we're kind of in between collections right now. I have a collection coming in tomorrow. If you're watching this today, it comes out, and then I have a whole pallet of books, about 600 books that will be here hopefully next week. It's coming from Canada, actually, and a bunch of other really exciting stuff in the works. But for right now, it's like a good opportunity to kind of just clean up stuff on the website. Actually, also just went through the website and lowered the prices on some stuff, so you can get 20% off of additionally lower prices. And we're just going to kind of go through the website and take a look at some good opportunities that are available. So over here at BryceComics.com, I sorted from high to low, and there's also a way to sort. If you sort by best selling, somebody mentioned once that it was frustrating to see all the sold out. If you sort by best selling, it puts all the sold out stuff at the front, but that's just like one way to do it. You could also sort by date new to old. So this is stuff that was just listed starting today, but I want to start with price high to low. You can also do price low to high. Sometimes I need to do that just to make sure I didn't accidentally list something with a zero price. But starting with price high to low, first three books here are going to be the big boy books that they're not included in the 20% off, but I do have trades available for these three, including this Hulk 181. I just added a trade possibility for that. There's a trade available for Daredevil 158, Star Trek 1, and this FF 115 and the 9.8. And then right here is where it starts with the 20% off. So you can get Captain America 117 and a 9.0. First appearance and origin of the Falcon, Sam Wilson, the first African-American superhero in mainstream comics, and the first appearance of Red Wing in a 9.0 for $186 off of the price. I would be shocked if this was still there after this sale. Another great book right here, $8.99 for Fantastic Four number 39 in a 9.0. Look at the colors on this. 9.0 off-white to white. Let's take a look at GPA on this just to make sure that the price is still accurate. Sometimes this market moves so quick, and I am definitely a reasonable seller. So if you see a new low sale comes in and you had your eye on a book or something like that, don't hesitate to reach out. So the last sale was $870. There was a low sale of a 9.2. The last two sales, 800 or 1,000. So you could say a 9.2 is worth 900. So $180 off of the 9.0 would be $720. So $720 when the last sale was $870. That's not bad, but let's go ahead and lower it a little bit even further. Fantastic 39. So let's take off an additional $70. So $829.99, and then you can get 20% off of that as well. So it'd be $166 off of $829, which I think is a fantastic price for an awesome Fantastic Four classic cover. Detective Comics 576 newsstand Canadian price variant. If you are a Todd McFarlane fan, getting 20% off of this, it's a super rare book to have in 9.8 white for the Canadian price variant, and it's cool to see Todd on Batman. I think that's a fantastic deal for $160 off. ASM 365 in manufacturing error, and it's the newsstand copy. This one is more rare. To have the error and the newsstand is really hard to find, so $160 off of that. This is a super rare early appearance of Spawn and cover appearance at that. Very, very few sales of this one, but you can take $160 off of that. This one is crazy. I want to look this one up. Spider-Man 2099 number 3. I think the last sale of this was like $3,000 or something. So yeah, this is Spider-Man 2099 number 3. It's the 1 in 25 John Tyler Christopher retailer incentive variant. Ultra rare. The last sale was $3,200. Okay, and obviously, like, that was a crazy sale. It's the only recorded sale of that caliber. There was some hype around the movie when it came out about this, but let's see, there's only 4 9.8s. This is one of 4 9.8s on the CGC census. The last sale was over $3,000. I have it at $800, and you could take $160 off of that. This is one of those books that's just super hard to price. I wonder if I even have it over on eBay. It might not have got pushed over to eBay because it seems like one that somebody would have like a watch list for, and I would be surprised if there wasn't somebody out there that's just been waiting for a reasonable price for that. This book, 20% off, $160. Somebody reached out on eBay and was willing to pay more than that, but when they reach out on eBay and they're like, what's the best you can do? And with eBay's with 15% off fees, it's like you can't get them to go, you're not allowed to like say, go to my website and make me an offer, because eBay would like flag your account. So that poor guy, I had to just be like, listen, man, if you can't figure out how to Google me and get a better deal on that, I don't know what to tell you. All right, next we have Invincible #1. This is the Whatnot Gold Edition. It was limited to 150 copies, and this one is signed by Tyler Kirkham with 1 of 5. So I believe he only signed 5 of these gold, at least in that signing. I don't know why he would write 1 of 5 and then sign more later, but he did write 1 of 5. Last sale of the Whatnot Gold Edition, which doesn't break out which variant it is, because there's multiple Whatnot Golds. So anyways, the last sale, $565, but mine is the 1 of 5 signature series. So essentially, if you took the 20% off, it's essentially the same price as the regular edition. So yeah, I'd be shocked if this doesn't sell with this 20% off sale. All right, next I want to take a look at Daredevil #150 in a 9.8 with white pages. It's not one you see all the time. The last sale on GPA was $1,000, and as you can see, it kind of bounces around a little bit. Let's take a look at what the census says for this book. 22 9.8s, none higher. So it's one of 22 9.8s, and you can get 20% off. Last sale was $1,000. You can take $130 off of that price. This book, it might have already sold before this video even comes out, because I just posted this today, the day I'm filming this. 20% off of this ultra rare Spider-Gwen Grail 1 in 100 by Ji-Hyung Lee. Very sought after Ghost Spider variant. Invincible #2 in a 9.8. Daring Comics #11 in a 0.5. Alex Schomburg cover. You can take $120 off that Golden Age goodie. A double cover, Hulk 162. Very cool to see. I believe it's the highest double cover, at least the highest recorded sold double cover. So you can take $120 off of that. $120 off the signed Invincible #2, limited to 150. $120 off the Darkwing Duck #1. This original art, make me an offer. If I think, there's an argument to be made that with this detail and this size of art on a published work, an argument for it to be worth even more than $600. But if you're interested in it and you have an argument for what it's actually worth, I am definitely willing to hear you out on that. Here's 2 more Invincible #1 gold editions. One has a custom label. So I have 3 of the 150 in existence right now in the shop. You could take 20% off. As we saw, it was already selling for like $565. So you can take 25% off of that, basically. Astonishing X-Men #1. Really cool opportunity. Get a Stan Lee signed book with the Stan Lee custom label that's retired. And it's also signed by Artgerm on an Artgerm cover. Very cool collectible right there. Invincible #2, 20% off of that. The regular gold, not signed. Omega Men #3. I was surprised to see this. This is a Wilbur book that's still on the website. I totally forgot that I still even had this. I have it at $549. You could take 20% off of that, and which is well below the last sale. I think the last sale was in the high 600s or something for this book, though I do believe that's the very last Wilbur book in my possession. Ultimate Fallout 4, that will definitely sell for 20% off. Spawn Newsstand 9.8, signed by Todd McFarlane. Take $100 off of that. This is interesting. Avengers 9.4 and 9.6, the same, 15 cent, same era. You can take 20% off some high-grade 15-cent Avengers keys. Let's see, we have this one. I dropped the price as well. This is a 1 in 100, and it's triple signed by Brian Michael Bendis, Joe Quesada, and Oliver Coipel on the 1 in 100 retailer incentive cover, which is well below the last sale, and you can get 20% off of that. There was a signed sale for more than $400. Let's see. Oh, this is cool to see. Wolverine Origins number 10 and 9.6, the retailer incentive. I have, oh no, this is not the retailer incentive. This is the newsstand edition, ultra rare. I would venture to say that the newsstand is even more rare than the retailer incentive, at least for surviving copies in high grade. So cool opportunity there. More 9.8 Spawn newsstand, a Stanley signed book with a J. Scott Campbell signature on a J. Scott Campbell book. To get a Stanley signature for under $300 is, or even $300 is about the lowest value I would put on a Stanley book is like $300. So basically you're getting a free book and a free J. Scott signature. Here's a 1 in 500 remastered for 20% off. Surprised to see that still sticking around. 9.8 Spidey newsstand from the Shrum collection still hanging around. This one was listed incorrectly. It did not say Todd McFarlane. So this is a 5X signed book. Todd McFarlane, Mark Bagley, Al Milgrom, Sam De La Rosa, and Micheline. So a 5X signed book, including Todd, for $349. 20% off of that. Just lowered the price on that one. Another 9.8 Spidey newsstand sticking around. Is this the one? Yeah, this one is super, super rare. I think there was even sales, or maybe this is one that just didn't have any sales. This was included with the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Series 6 Deadpool action figure. There's a tongue twister, say that 10 times fast. We got some Doom books. I dropped the price on this Trinity Comics edition, 9.9. It's not a foil. It's actually rare to get 9.9 on this particular book. And again, you guys, if you see stuff that you'd like to make an offer on and you have at least some kind of logic behind the price, let me know. Let's go to the low end stuff. So this is where you could just clean up on aisle Bry. Clean up on aisle Bry. This stuff for $20, $30, $40, and you get an additional 20% off. If you're a reseller and you set up at a booth on occasion or something like that, I think buying these at 20% off, and you can, put a higher price on that. You might even be able to make some money off of that. Like a 9.6 Spawn newsstand for less than $50. That's crazy. So anyways, tons of affordable stuff as well. We don't need to go to GPA to look at that. Look at this 9.8 Del Auto on Defenders #1 for $50. You get it for $40. The Del Auto cover. That's crazy, especially on one that you don't see every day. So tons of awesome stuff. I mean, we've just basically scratched the surface. We looked at like 4 pages. There's 18 total pages. So lots of cool stuff coming on the way. So stay tuned for that. We also have the Whatnot shows where everything starts at $1, where, lots of stuff goes for 20, 30% off of FMV consistently, and you have a chance to win $1,000 in store credit. So there's a link down below for $15 towards your first purchase on Whatnot. If you're new, come by and hang out. Even if you don't buy anything, we have a lot of fun just hanging out. And we also have those monthly giveaways here on the YouTube channel. If you subscribe, comment, and like, you're entered to win a free slab. And if you sign up for the newsletter at BryceComics.com, you'll also get the discount codes. On occasion, I'll send them out. I rarely do a video like this where I mention the discounts, usually only through the website. Of course, the Collect 10 is always active, but those 20% off, 20 and 15% off from time to time, I'll send out just through the newsletter. I appreciate you sticking with me to the end. Hope you guys are having a great beginning to your fall, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye.